Yo guys, welcome back. Today we're doing an updated Serena setup for Purge 30, but before we get into that, we'll get straight into the reason most of you clicked on the video, and it would be because of the words infinite mana. So how does this work? It's very simple. When you're loading into an activity on Serena, the moment your abilities are shown at the bottom of the screen, activate her 2 ability, and that's it. You can now fly the whole time without that ability consuming mana. You'll still use mana for her 3 and 4, but not enough to matter. So enjoy. Today we'll be covering a Serena build for group and solo Purge 30. Not much has changed with those, but as far as our main weapon, and as you've seen in the gameplay, we are switching to the last Dagger, making just a few tweaks to the cores and mods. It's basically a mini LMG, and we are still using ATAMs or Gregs, but you can also use last Dagger to mow him down as well. If you're interested in seeing builds like this come together live, speedruns, or just a lot of fucking around, be sure to stop by the stream when I'm live. Link is in the description. With that out of the way, let's get into it. Alright. So let's start with our Serena setups. The first is going to be our Passionate Sponsor setup, which has only changed one thing since our previous. It's going to be we're putting Stim Accelerant on because we are able to have the infinite MP. If you do not want to use this, then I suggest just keeping an HP amplification. We are using Passionate Sponsor. This will only work in a group, so that's why we're going to have a setup that's for solo, non-group, but Passionate Sponsor is by far the best for when you're in a group. You just use your 3 around your teammates and you get the buff, and it stacks up pretty quickly. Stacks stay for a while. Now, as far as the solo setup, we will not be using Passionate Sponsor, and we will be adding a bit more range to her 4 ability. We will still use Stim Accelerant as long as you are being sure that you use the infinite mana bug, and if not, use HP amplification. Now, as far as your Reactor, the 2 things you are only worried about here are going to be your substats, and you're going to want cooldown and duration up. Your mounting does not matter. Your skill power boost ratio does not matter. It does not affect your 4th ability. Now, moving into our components, we do not run a set. We simply run whatever is going to give us the most HP, and certain components do that. I will list those up on the screen right now. So we are looking at what gives us the highest HP on the white stat for all of these pieces. And as far as your auxiliary power, you want to go with the piece you have that has the highest gold HP stat as well. And as far as your other stats, just keep running your MP stats all the way through. And let's talk about the last Dagger. Some part here might make some people upset, and it's going to be because we are getting rid of our 2 fire rate cores, and we are getting 2 rounds per magazine cores. You do not have to do 2. You can do 1, and this build will run pretty well, which from gameplay circumstances for us, we just preferred to do 2. So we're still running 1 chill attack with 2 firearm attack cores and 2 rounds per magazine cores. And as far as your substats, firearm critical hit damage, chill attack, firearm attack, and weak point damage. Weak point damage can also be changed to Legion of Darkness if you would like. Now, for the mod setup, not too much has changed here. We're still using Firing Fiesta and Overwhelm. Firing Fiesta is not 100% necessary, but I liked it specifically for what my job was in the runs, and that was to get to the big rooms of mobs as fast as possible and also clear them out as fast as possible. So that could be swapped out if you would like, but for me, this was the most comfortable setup. We have also taken off our 2 weak point mods and now put on Rifling Reinforcement and Insight Focus. With Insight Focus in, you're getting to about 98% critical hit chance when the gun's unique ability is procced, and this thing mows shit down. It's basically a mini LMG at this point. And for our ATAMs, nothing has changed here. We got our chill attack core, our firearm critical hit damage core, our chill attack, firearm critical hit damage, bonus firearm attack versus Legion of Darkness, and firearm attack. And for the mods, it's the same setup. Weak point expansion with our 2 chill mods, our 3 firearm attack mods, better insight, better concentration with edging shot and weak point sight. Up next, we'll do our arcade tuning board, and this has changed a bit because we want to make sure we've gone into enhanced advantage affinity damage. So we've taken out some points to get over there, but we still want to make sure we're getting our critical hit rate and our critical hit damage. But we have come into this firearm attack node over here. We are mostly taking the weak point here for the ATAMs, and then of course we are building into health again because we are still playing Serena. And now for your inversion reinforcement, it's the same setup. You want to make sure you have chill rounds on with biodensity augmentation and aerial maneuvering radar. And that covers everything for our updated Serena Purge 30 setup. Any questions or suggestions about the builds, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe is appreciated. Thanks, guys. Peace.